We found your wallet, the police said. I reported it stolen in 2016. They found it in a house 200 miles away, with my old ID and someone else's photos. The detective asked if I could come to the station to identify it and answer some questions. I told him I'd lost that wallet 8 years ago outside a coffee shop. Figured someone grabbed it, took the cash and tossed it, canceled the cards and moved on with my life. The circumstances are unusual, the detective said. We'd appreciate your cooperation. I drove 40 minutes to the station trying to imagine what could be unusual about a wallet stolen 8 years ago. Identity theft, maybe. Someone using my old ID for something illegal. My hands were tight on the steering wheel the whole way. Detective Morrison slid a plastic evidence bag across the table. My wallet, brown leather, worn corners, stitching coming loose. He confirmed it was mine, then pulled out what was inside. My old driver's license, a coffee shop punch card, a faded receipt, and 4 photographs I'd never seen before. The first was a baby in a blue blanket, maybe a few weeks old. The second was the same baby months older, sitting in a high chair with food on his face. The third was a toddler taking wobbly steps across a carpet. The fourth was a small boy laughing on a swing set. I stared at them for a long time. The baby was me. I recognized the blanket from my mother's photos, but I'd never seen these specific pictures. The wallet was found in a home 200 miles north, Morrison said. The owner passed away 3 weeks ago, lived alone. No family claimed the estate. He slid a paper toward me. His name was Richard Callahan. The room went sideways. Richard Callahan was my biological father. He walked out when I was 6 months old and never came back. My mother never talked about him. What little I knew came from my grandmother. He'd struggled with something. Depression, anxiety, something that made functioning hard. One day he told my mother he was leaving because staying would only make things worse. He disappeared completely. No calls, no letters, no child support. My mother remarried when I was 4. My stepfather adopted me. Richard Callahan became a name I only thought about on medical forms. Now I was learning he'd had my wallet for 8 years, that he'd kept baby photos of me, that he died alone with my face in his possession. Morrison said I could claim his personal effects as next of kin. I said yes before thinking. The house was small and falling apart. I stood on the porch 10 minutes before going inside. The first thing I noticed was the photos. Everywhere. Framed on walls, pinned to corkboards, stacked in boxes. All of me. My elementary school portrait, my middle school basketball team, me barely visible in the back row, my high school graduation, shot from somewhere in the crowd, my college move-in day, taken from across a parking lot, my wedding, my first apartment, my first car. Hundreds of photos spanning 32 years, all from a distance, all without my knowledge. He'd been watching my entire life. I found journals in the bedroom, dozens of them. I opened one randomly. Saw him at his 8th birthday today. His stepfather threw a ball with him in the backyard. He looked happy. That's all I ever wanted. Another entry, years later. He graduated college, summa cum laude. His mother was crying. I stayed behind the bleachers. Another, he got married. She seems kind. I watched from the church parking lot. I wanted to tell him I was proud. I wrote a letter but couldn't send it. The letters were in a shoebox under his bed. Hundreds of them, addressed to me, none mailed. Birthday cards for every year. Congratulations for achievements he'd witnessed from parking lots and crowd edges. Apologies trying to explain why he left, why he stayed away, why he couldn't be what I deserved. The last letter was dated 2 months before he died. I found your wallet today. You dropped it outside that coffee shop on Maple Street. I was across the street watching. I picked it up meaning to mail it back, but I couldn't let go. It's the only thing of yours I've ever held. The photos inside are from the 6 months I had with you, before I knew I had to leave. I'm sorry I kept it. I loved you from the first moment and never stopped. I just couldn't figure out how to do it up close. I sat on his bed holding that letter until dark. I'd spent 32 years thinking he didn't care enough to stay. He spent 32 years caring so much he couldn't trust himself to get close. The wallet is in my pocket now. I kept his photos in it. Those 6 months are the only proof he ever held me at all.